Warm out today, huh? Nice. It's a nice big tractor, huh? Working on, I gotta put the radiator on. We were restoring it, but I really want to just put it together and run it. And if anything, maybe I'll just touch up the orange with a brush, And, I got the tin work all redone, I redid all the tin work. Normally we'd take this and I got it all stripped down, as you can see. She's ready for orange paint, but then I have to take the tires off and, that, we used to collect them, and it was my dad's thing, more or less, caring about, repainting them and stuff, like see that over there, and they end up looking like that anyway, so, I like doing it too, fixing them up really nice and stuff, but, we used, make them look like it was a parade, going in parades and stuff, but it's a working machine, and I got all the orange paint, so I can go around with a paintbrush and just paint the orange on it, and, not to mention if it flakes off, looks almost shittier, and I mean, this orange paint back in the day was really, really good stuff. I'll tell you what, these tractors look so good when they're painted, when they're brand new. These old orange, they call this flambeau orange and desert sand. That's called desert sand. Like I got all the tin work painted tan. I just never did the orange, What we do normally is we jack it up, take the tires off, and the tank we had on to move around. I got the radiator painted black. And, of course, it's got an alternator on it. That wasn't actually supposed to be on there. But I redid all the steering on it, I never even put grease in the joints yet, I don't think. No, I didn't, because we were going to paint it. It would have been stupid, yeah. But I actually just started this thing. This thing just fired up, and it's been sitting here for 2 years. 2 years it's been sitting here. And, yeah, we redid the brakes. These are the brakes. We redid the brakes on it. It had a loader on it. And, oh yeah, I might even have these. I think he has these. I just gotta look around, we were hoarders, so he has so much shit laying around. Nice big tractor, though. I'm gonna hopefully have her running later on today. I got the radiator filled up right now with water. I don't have I don't have the bungs to test it, with air and stuff. Like, I imagine I could tape them off and put an air to the petcock and what do they call that? A petcock on the bottom. Gonna have to find a radiator cap. That's a small mountain a small hill to a giant, But yeah. What happened is this radiator was full of mice, and I spent 2 days cleaning that thing out. That's the problem. This was a vegetable farm, and mice kill us around. Mice were killing us around here, to be honest. Killing us. It's one of them things where mice and vermins come around every couple of years. I noticed this, right? This is how it is. This is the natural cycle. They come around, and they come in heavy. Real heavy every couple of years. Just like you see in... I just seen an eagle flying really low right over my field where I tilled up down there. Pretty neat. Really low, like he was catching these eyeballs. He was like above the trees, like right above the trees. But mice come in real heavy, and the first year you'll notice, and then next thing you know, a lot of them. Next thing you know, for about 2 years, and then they die, because what they do is they get a disease, a natural. It's the way nature works, All of a sudden they get a natural disease and it kills them off. And I had like a little stout, it was a stout, they call it, like a little ferret or a weasel. And they change colors. In the winter they're white with a little black, and they're the cutest little things. But they're monsters. They eat everything and they just kill. They don't even care if they're not like one that's gonna eat what they want, and they literally come around and they kill everything and then take off. And I wish I could, I wish I could pay them to stay. One year I had I came into the garage and I seen it move out of in that garage over there. He was up in the insulation up there, and I was like so careful, like, don't, hey, you stay right here, you know, like you are free to stay here as long as you want. And I was just so happy. I was hoping it was a breeding female, you know, that's what I was hoping. And I haven't seen her since. But, and I do know that there is mice around here, but not like some years. Some years they were ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. I mean, look at, they destroyed my Jeep. They got under wire. They got under the hood of that thing. I mean, you name it, they get into it around here. Mice are probably the only thing in this world that I can say I hate. I can honestly say that I hate mice. I could actually kill a mouse. I've killed mice before. I'm not gonna lie. I've actually let them go before too, though, like a fucking, I don't know. But I don't like killing things, you know. So I wanted to kill it, you know. I was so mad when I seen him. He was in my house, and I had him like freaking. I had him in my hand, and what it was is he was in the trap. He was in the trap, and just by the leg. And I was gonna kill him, and I couldn't do it. I ended up driving him down the road and let him go, and somebody else is down the road, like a couple half a mile down the road. I couldn't do it. I couldn't smack him, you know. And I hate mice. I'm not gonna lie, I hate them. But we're all just creatures in this world, just trying to survive, working for a living. You know, that's all. That's the way I look at it. We're all just creatures living, trying to make a living. And I don't care how big you are. We're all equal. I don't care if you're a little mouse or a grown man. We're all equal. Actually, I'd probably like mice. I probably like mice more than I do men, to be honest. And I hate mice. But anyhow, that's the plan. We're gonna get old 7:30 going. Stay tuned.